How Israel eliminated Yahya Sinwar. Welcome to Dark Side Tale. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, reported a significant incident on Wednesday, October 16, 2024. During a routine patrol by a unit from the Bisak Brigade in Tal al-Sultan, an area in Rafah, 3 militants were spotted. What initially seemed like a typical engagement soon escalated when Israeli troops realized they were dealing with high-level targets. As the militants moved between buildings, engaging the IDF whenever they could, the Israeli forces responded with tanks and fighting vehicles, firing shells at the structures, eventually destroying both. By Thursday morning, October 17th, DNA testing confirmed that one of the militants killed was Yahia Sinwar, an elusive and highly sought-after military commander. What followed were intense moments of strategy and firepower, and 2 plausible scenarios for how Sinwar was ultimately taken out. Scenario 1. A relentless gunfight. At 10 a.m. on October 16, a sharp-eyed soldier from the Bisak Brigade noticed a suspicious figure moving between buildings in Rafah's Sultan neighborhood. His report to the battalion commander led to a rapid assessment of the situation. The order was given to fire on the building, and soon a relentless gunfight broke out. The militants inside resisted fiercely, refusing to surrender. By 3 p.m., a drone detected 3 figures attempting to escape, using the structures for cover. 2 of these figures shielded the third, who turned out to be Yahia Sinwar. Sinwar, unaware of the danger closing in on him, moved from one building to another. The IDF forces, focusing on both buildings, opened fire with machine guns, eventually isolating Sinwar in the second structure. What followed was a tense and coordinated effort to pin him down. A tank fired a shell at the building where Sinwar was hiding, forcing him to move to the second floor, where he made a last-ditch effort to evade capture. The intensity of the moment spiked when Sinwar threw 2 grenades at the approaching IDF soldiers. One of the grenades exploded, forcing the soldiers to briefly retreat for their safety. It was then that a drone captured a key moment. Sinwar, injured and desperate, tried to take out the drone by throwing a wooden stick at it, but the IDF's response was swift. Another tank shell was fired at his location, collapsing the building and crushing Sinwar under the rubble. Scenario 2. Precision strikes and devastation. In the south of Gaza, the IDF deployed a number of near-infantry fighting vehicles, IFVs, equipped with both heavy firepower and precision missiles. One of these vehicles launched a missile at the building where Sinwar was suspected to be hiding. The missile hit with devastating force, reducing the structure to ruins. As the dust settled, a drone was sent in to survey the scene. It captured footage of a man with his face covered, though the soldiers did not immediately realize it was Sinwar. Additional fire was directed at the building, ensuring no threats remained. By the next day, October 17, IDF troops arrived on site to confirm that the man killed was indeed Sinwar. To avoid booby traps, they carefully retrieved a piece of his finger and sent it for DNA testing, which ultimately confirmed his identity. After a thorough inspection, Sinwar's body was recovered. Yahia Sinwar, the mastermind. Sinwar was not just a militant. He was a highly strategic military commander, born in the Khan Yunis refugee camp in 1962. After the assassination of Ismail Haniyeh, Sinwar rose to the top leadership of Gaza. He was a key figure behind the use of underground tunnels for military purposes, investing millions in constructing an underground metro to allow militants to move undetected. His understanding of these tunnels was advanced, with multi-level systems reinforced to withstand Israeli bunker busters. On October 7th, Sinwar masterminded a surprise attack on over 20 Israeli communities, combining rockets, mortars, motorcycles, and ground vehicles to breach Israel's defenses. His knowledge of Hebrew, gained during his 22 years in prison, helped him study and exploit the weaknesses in Israeli military strategies. The Israeli Merkava tank, strengths and vulnerabilities. Throughout these engagements, the IDF relied heavily on the Merkava tank, an armored behemoth designed for both attack and defense. The tank's commander, positioned in the heart of its complex control system, operates an advanced panoramic sight that tracks and engages targets. With a 120mm gun and an automatic loader capable of holding 48 rounds, the Merkava can deliver devastating firepower. It also has a trophy system designed to neutralize incoming threats like RPGs and missiles.